So the weirdness just keeps getting weirder. You wouldn't believe the day I've had if I told you. I've got this beautiful little trinket here that means way more to me than what most people will probably ever know. This little guy right here. And the guy that gave it to me is my new friend and employee. Because last week I was bitching about how I needed more of me. Guess what? I got more of me. And you're a Texan too, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a Texan too, so I was worried because Lou spent all his money trying to get all this done. He spent he's overdrawn on his checking account. I have very little money, obviously, because I just started working and I just got my very first paycheck a couple of days ago. Or a week and a half. Yeah, whatever. I got my very first paycheck. It's already gone because, you know, being homeless sucks dick. And then in the parking lot, I ran into this interesting fellow over here. I'll introduce you to him in a minute. Yeah, huh? Yeah, you're cool with that? Okay. Yeah. All shirtless and shit. So he's on the streets like I was on the streets. And I told him I had a job for him. So he's going to be my new director of outreach. This is the weirdest, most ragtag group of misfits I've ever heard of. But we're going to get shit done eventually. Eventually. I made weird connections today. Talked to people that... It's been a weird day. I can't even go into it because I'm so freaking exhausted right now. I can't even think straight. I walked about 3.5 miles in heels today trying to get money for this hotel room right here. Yay! So luckily Aaron's grandma sent him some money, but because he's homeless, he doesn't have an ID, and it's a really big pain in the ass to get an ID when you're homeless. I've had to do it a few times. People that have been homeless or in fucked up situations, they'll tell you it's not easy to get your life back on track when it's damn near impossible to get an ID, when you can't afford a birth certificate, or you can't afford the $20 for the ID, or it's a pain in the ass. So his grandma Western Union the money to him, and in my name, and I picked it up because I do have my ID. Yay. And I had just enough in my checking account to cover this room for the night, because he hasn't had a room in 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years.
2 years. So he needs a shower. I'm fixing to go fucking take this filthy shirt off and do some laundry. Because luckily I had a spare change of clothes over at Lou's place for the city council meeting tomorrow, which I still plan on attending. We'll get into more of that later. Life is freaking strange. I can't. The people that I've been meeting, just the things that I see, I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. And my new friend over here, he's not that crazy. I mean, he's probably batshit crazy too, but he's not that crazy. We're really not. I mean, you know. So I'll introduce you to Aaron. Or here, you want to talk? You want the camera?
I'll give real quick.
All right. Can you see yourself?
Yes, I can.
All right.
My name's Aaron. I'm from Texas, and I've been in and out of state jail 3 times, and I've been on the streets for 7 years. 7, or going on 8, excuse me. I believe I have 6 kids. 2 sets of twins with the same girl. And I was actually on my way back home to help with, my family with the hurricane, which I haven't been home in about 2 years when I met you. So,
Okay.
And your cause, it was exactly the same as my cause. I just didn't have any grounds or any means to do anything with it, you know. But
I don't yet, but I will. We're gonna get there.
Cool.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna kick some ass. I've been meeting some interesting people. So he's gonna help. He's gonna help, because ultimately the only thing that we all want as human beings is some semblance of happiness, security, and we just want to be there for our families, no matter what our family is. My family is the most ragtag group of misfits ever. My biological family, I mean, they have a house and they're not even letting me have access to it, which I own a sixth of. That's kind of fucked up. They know that I've been living in the streets. They don't care. I mean, my uncle, he cares, but he can't put me up. But the people holding my estate, my probate, and all of that. That's another issue with homelessness, by the way. Legal help is hard to get when you don't even have an ID or an address or money for an attorney. So
It's funny, they'll give you an Obama phone, but they won't give you any place to plug it in at.
yeah, they'll give you an Obama phone, but if you try to charge it at McDonald's, you get kicked out of McDonald's. True story happened to me. So that's it for now. I need a shower. I smell like a hobo because, hey, guess what? I kind of am a little bit, you know. I might look all fancy and professional and shit, but
That you do.
that I do. Looks can be deceiving. I look all sweet and innocent. I'm only like 80% evil. Well, depending on the day, I'm like 30 to 80% evil, you know.
But how much of the evil is good?
Sometimes the evil is a good thing. It is. It is. All right. So, without further ado, or some crap, I'm tired and delusional. I think I need a turkey sandwich and some sleep. So, bye, bitches.